Hi guys and girls, Rose Burnett here, Mind, Body, Soul Balance. This is a special reading for the Lionsgate opening, also called the Lionsgate portal. Ideally, it's going to be a deeply transformative and healing message for you, and I'm going to preface it with a bit of, I guess, information about what the Lionsgate opening is. Whenever, depending on when you're watching this, it's happening in my world tomorrow, which is, I'm in Australia, yeah, so the 8th of the 8th, 2019. But with the 8th of the 8th, it's that super important angelic number. And what happens with it is that the Star Sirius, which is known to be, particularly in ancient Egyptian times, is being our spiritual sun in terms of stars, one of the largest stars in our galaxy, our universe. Often reference to where a lot of the star masters, ascended masters, come from, known for a lot of ancient wisdom, higher advanced wisdom. Yeah. And what happens is on the 8th of the 8th, the star Sirius aligns with Earth and the Sun, and it hits when the Sun rises at the top of the pyramid in Giza in Egypt. Yeah. And we get this massive influx of cosmic energy, of higher vibrational energy into Earth. So it's a very potent time in terms of rebirth, transformation, can kick off a spiritual awakening, helps with ascension, connection to your spirit guides, your angels, your higher states of consciousness, activates your third eye chakra, your intuition. You can receive downloads about your past life information, your divine gifts and talents. It's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing, transformative energy. I know for me, I've been literally feeling it for the last couple of days. It can also help with releasing old emotional stuff in your heart chakra, bring it up to the surface so you can finally let it go. As mentioned, it also affects the higher chakras, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. I mean, your heart chakra is there too, your throat chakra. All those top four from here up are your higher chakras, higher states of consciousness. It can also give you that feeling of freedom. It can be very freeing energy in terms of anything that's held you back in the past. It can bring in, I know for me, it made a super impact for me last year because it was the 8th of the 8th, 2018. It kicked off a massive transformation, even though I'd done a lot of transformation, yeah. It kind of brought over the last year, it's kind of for me, and I love sharing my experiences here, and I hope that it helps you, is that it's just done this massive clearing out of any karmic debris from the past, particularly in this lifetime, yeah, and have come into this beautiful state of wholeness right before we get the next one, yeah, which is the 8th of the 8th, 2019. And for me, it's also very pivotal, and I'll share with you why, because last year I realized that for 10 years, you know, and the 8th of the 8th, 2018, it was a massive in terms of this Lionsgate opening, yeah, super important date. And for the 10 years previous to that, unawares to me, my license expired on the 8th of the 8th, 2018, yeah. So, and, you know, it kind of awakened me up to a whole lot of things about my own spirituality and past lives. But every year, my license renews on the 8th of the 8th. And it was so interesting. Yesterday, I received my new one in the mail, yeah, for this year going forward. So I kind of had this very ceremonial thing about cutting up the old one, yeah, and releasing. It was like I was releasing the old version of myself. So yeah, for me, in terms of, and I think, you know, if you've done a lot of energy work and you're connected into spirituality, for me, I'm very connected to Star Sirius. I know that my soul light's not from there, but I've definitely got a strong connection to it, and very, very much a very strong connection to ancient Egypt from a past life, or many past lives from ancient Egypt, yeah, which is kind of beautiful. But we have this beautiful energy coming in to embrace, to help us with any healing that needs to happen, any transformation that needs to happen. But it's up to you to be open to it as well, yeah. And it does bring that beautiful energy of freedom. And for me, my spirit animal is the eagle, and I was reflecting on it today because I went to one of the beautiful places where I walk, which is this beautiful nature conservatory. It's a bird conservation area, yeah. And there are eagles there. I didn't see any eagles today, and I wasn't looking for them. And it was because it was so interesting, is because for me, I'd come to this beautiful state of wholeness. Dare I say, 2 days before, I got the most stunning eagle on my walk, and he showed up just when I was manifesting, came out of the clouds from nowhere. I was literally on a bridge over some water. and it was so beautiful. And he followed me for half my walk, and he was just in the tailwinds, and it was so beautiful. And literally for half an hour, he followed me in terms of walking along the riverside like he was flying. Yeah, it was just gorgeous, and it was so beautiful. It just tells me spirit's with me. Yeah. Um, it's also about welcoming more self-love into your life, abundance and prosperity, particularly the year going ahead from that point. In terms of crystals, what I pulled out today is a lot of purity. Yeah, rose quartz, clear quartz. If you want to balance yourself, this is beautiful. You can get two earthy toned crystals and hold one in each hand. Often we could reflect as them sort of being like bogey stones. Yeah, it's all about balance. That's a beautiful practice to do. Amethyst. I've got some decks here, and I'm going to do you a reading, but there is lots of very high vibrational crystals to work with. And in terms of like, I've also got another area over here. I've got candles burning, incense burning, and I've literally got all the colors of the crystals on there, which kind of for me represents all of our varied colors and flavors of spirit guides and archangels and soul tribes all coming together for this day. So it's super, super exciting. I hope you're excited. I know I am. In terms of practices, I'm going to get up really early tomorrow morning before the sun comes up, and I'm going to be down at the beach, and I'm just going to absorb that morning energy as soon as it comes up. Yeah. So that's a beautiful practice to do. It doesn't really matter what you do. At some point during the day, I know some of you got to work, right? So you've got to fit it into your day. Some point in the day is to take some quiet time to connect with yourself, connect with spirit. Ideally, if you can get outside and absorb some of those cosmic energies, but even if you're just in a meditative practice or whatever it is for you in terms of a ritual to connect into this gorgeous energy coming in. Yeah, the lion's gate opening. All right, so it was super interesting in terms of the decks, and I think it kind of reflects that it's going to bring in a whole lot of self-love. Yeah, a lot of rose quartz colors. Is quite a few of the decks needed to be pink today. And also yellows, which brings in that beautiful energy for our chi energy, our solar plexus. Green as well for our third eye chakra, yeah. But let's see what comes out for you. Now, this is for all star signs, yeah. So just absorb that. Don't get caught up in the astrological, is it for me? Whatever part of this message resonates for you is meant for you, yeah. Leave what does not. If you want to reach out at any point for a personal reading with me, there is a coupon code running this month. I'll pop it up here. It'll pop up over here, yeah. Just reach out for a personal reading, yeah. That coupon code, you can get $10 off my 45-minute extended reading. But let's get started. So it's kind of super interesting because I pulled out decks I wouldn't normally use, and we're just going to go with it, yeah. We're going to go with the flow and trust. So let's open up with the Precious Gems Oracle, the opening energy, and let's see what we need to know about what's coming forward, yeah. Now this Lion's Gate opening energy. Of course, I've called in all of the highest spirit guides that we're connected with, all the soul tribes to help with the guidance today. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. There's two here. Beautiful. Hello, Angel Aura. Not surprised that's come in. Yeah, communication, no doubt, from our angels. So beautiful. Let me bring it up closely for you and slowly because it is so beautiful. Yeah. And we've also got Snowflake, Obsidian, Transparency, which is all about releasing stuff and facing truths, yeah, to release. I'm going to share these messages with you first before we pull any more cards. So let's have a look at Angel Aura, which is number 4, by the way. So number 4, if we have a double 4, it represents the angel speaking directly to us. And it says, a hum of shimmering wings hangs on the wind. Can you hear it? An angel's song drifts in the silence. Will you listen? From the space between here and forever comes the melody of truth, like 1,000 hearts shining in harmony. In a whisper it breaks through into morning, and the sun rises on endless possibilities. Rejoice. Oh, how beautiful. Angel Aura It is for the heart, the crown, and the third eye chakra. No surprise there, yeah. Helps with all aspects of communication, to express yourself with more clarity, to be heard and understood on a higher level, yeah. Enhances your connection with angels and your spirit guides. There we go. There's an affirmation here which says, I speak with clarity and definition. My message is received and understood. I have faith in my abilities and I am open to my angel guides. Oh, what the most perfect opening energy to connect us in with our spirit guides. And if you haven't connected into your spirit guides, don't worry so much. I'll pop the link up for the guided meditations on my channel here. There's actually some meditations in there on how to connect with your spirit guides. Might be the perfect day to do it. All right, let's have a look at Snowflake Obsidian. I'm going to say this one will be helping any of those of you with states that are really stuck in terms of emotions, yeah. It says, bursts of light in the darkness, cleansing snow in the night. That which is no longer hidden loses its might. Pain, shame, regret, and monsters under the bed vanish in the light. Step out of the safety of the shadows, reveal all of yourself, and be free. So this Snowflake Obsidian, it resonates with your lower chakras, yeah, your root and your sacral chakra, which is often when we hold, I mean, our root chakra is all about worrying about our basic needs, yeah. Our sacral chakras, all those things holding us stuck from the past, yeah, negative experiences. And it's all about bringing those emotions out into the light, purging them and feeling better for it, yeah. It can also bring up trauma from past lives that are affecting the present to help you release it, yeah. It's all about acknowledging those things you'd rather ignore and bringing them out into the open, yeah. There's a affirmation here which says, my deep emotions are coming into the light. I am free to be all that I am. I feel brave and ready to free myself from the past. I feel stronger than ever. Oh, how awesome. Awesome. All right. All right, next up, I'm going to pull you some guidance around your heart chakra from the Heart and Soul Energy deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And let's see what you need to know about this energy. Highest level of guidance. Yeah. It kind of goes hand in hand with the black obsidian, the snowflake obsidian, yeah. If you have a look at this, all the higher chakras, the third eye chakra particularly is highlighted here. And it's the release of emotions, yeah, things from the past, a lot of water energy. And it says, it's not a matter of containing your emotions, rather the opposite is required. You must express your emotions in order to heal them. Say what you feel, be gentle, be truthful. Do not blame anyone in the process, especially yourself. All emotions can be transformed by love, and a conscious desire to do so is all it takes. It's okay to feel the way that you do. Beautiful. Right. I am going to pull you some guidance from the Goddess Guidance deck, and let's see if there's any specific guidance you need to know for this Lionsgate opening. Transformation. Just beautiful. Yeah, Artemis, this is the guardian angels watching over us. You and your loved ones are divinely protected at this time. Just kind of confirmation that they're with us, yeah, Spirit's with us. Yeah. You're Rihanna, Sorceress, you're a magical person. You can create anything you want to create in your life. And, you know, that's all about releasing any internal doubt and fear about self, your self-worth, your abilities, knowing that there's unlimited possibilities for you. You've got an open channel to create whatever it is you want to create in your life, yeah. And whatever aspect of life that's challenging you, you have the power within you to overcome it too. Wow, some of you are going to get some awakening to your divine gifts and talents in terms of energy healing, yeah, Ishul. You may already know that. Beautiful. That is you. Join our Ascended Masters Global Lightworker Community Group. I'll put the link up here. Free to join. Yeah. I think we're close to 500 members now. Oh, we just got Spirit with us today. We really have. We've got Sedna Infinite Supply. Again, this is divine protection, yeah. It's basically telling you to stop worrying about your finances, your material needs, your emotional needs. They're going to be met for all of today and tomorrow, yeah. All your todays, all your tomorrows. Wow. Yeah, this is beautiful. You've also got Una, Easy Does It. It's really just a reminder that everything's happening in divine timing. There's no need to force, no need to push, no need to rush. Yeah, no need to worry. It's all coming together. Let's pull one more. Yeah. And to trust your inner wisdom, Athena. There's an owl here, which is also about seeing the truth, but it's also about trusting your own understanding. What has value for you, what has meaning for you, listening to your own heart, what lights your soul up, and then taking action. It's really about listening to yourself, not others. It's about not seeking answers outside of self. Everything you need to know is within self, or you can connect in with spirit, yeah, your spirit guides. And I've also got the healing deck out today. The crystal healing deck. Let's see what you need to know. This is the guidance for the Lion's Gate opening. Absolutely. A lot of you are going to get your ancient, connecting to your ancient wisdom. Yeah. Absolutely going to get downloads. Be open to it. Yeah. And it is going to allow for healing, malachite. Emotional healing, physical healing. Yeah. To allow those emotions to flow so you can release them. Wow. Absolutely. Spiritual awakening coming, selenite. For those of you that have got energy healing capabilities, absolutely, it's sitting directly under that. You're going to get quite a big spiritual awakening, dare I say. Oh, yeah. You've also got the message to ground your energy. So if you can, get your feet on Mother Earth at some point tomorrow and just connect into spirit outside, hematite. Yeah. It's why we've got the earth stones out here today, yeah. Earth, in terms of crystals, anything earthy, rose quartz, clear crystal quartz. I've also got fluorite here, as well as the beautiful. There's a lot of clear quartz. Oh, I've got this one here, which is really gorgeous. I've forgotten the name of it temporarily, but it's a very dark green one. It's all about your higher states of consciousness. Moldavite would be another good one to work with. It's very strong, so just be mindful of that. Wow. You've also got the message, Tiger's Eye, to have courage, rely on your strength, have courage to go after what it is you want in life, have courage to face the inner demons, the emotional stuff, the truth that perhaps you're not seeing about your life that needs to change. There's two that came out. You've also got pink tourmaline, forgiveness. So that can apply to self, applying forgiveness to self. It can also be applying forgiveness to situations and energies and experiences from the past, whether it's from family, whether it's from love relationships, whatever it is that hasn't worked out, that's been a constant source of friction in your life. It's about just releasing it and finally letting it go, detaching yourself from that energy. And some of you need to seek a healer to do that, Numite, or get into some practices like singing bowl. Crystal singing bowl would be amazing to get into a class tomorrow to do that, sound therapy. Some of you are a healer. You're going to come into an awakening of those gifts and talents. Just saying to put one more. All right, I will. Yeah. And you've got the Herkimer Diamond, so listen to any subliminal messages coming through from your dreams. It's also about following your dreams, maybe getting a lot more clarity about what's important to you moving forward. And pull you some guidance from the Messenger Oracle. What is it we need to know about the Lion's Gate opening? Yeah. And love that you are different. It's so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful message. Let me share it with you. Apart from it, it's all about accepting all parts of self. It says, you have strengths and weaknesses and both are worthy of love. Know them, honour them, and do not heed those that tell you you must change in order to fulfill their expectation of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. So love that you are different, for it is those differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful. Oh, how gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to pull two crowning energies. One will be deeply healing, and the other one's direct from the angels, yeah? So, I'll pull you one from the Isis Oracle. Deep connection. Isis is the goddess of healing from ancient Egypt. So let's see what comes out in terms of the guidance. Yeah. We've got the dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. Wow. Kind of super interesting. I pulled that energy for myself this morning. And let's pull you one from the Ask an Angel Oracle. What is it we need to know about this energy? Highest level of guidance for Lion's Gate opening. Wow, okay. We've got Divine Justice, Archangel Shamiel. So the messages on the Isis one can be a little bit long. So if you want to stop and pause at any point, please do. But they're so worth listening to. And I would suggest the healing ritual is usually very deeply healing. So listen to it and then come back and do it again. So this is the Dark Mysteries. And it says, the Dark Goddess calls you to her inner chamber where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all its forms. Will you accept the call? Your time for deeper initiation is here. Oh, how perfect. When the Dark Goddess calls you, it's a life-changing experience. It is not always easy, but the rewards for those brave enough to answer her call and enter her inner chamber are tremendous indeed. The rewards are a life lived more fearlessly, the gift of loving and being just who you are in truth, without having to impress or bow to another out of fear of rejection. It is a more open and expansive way to live and attracts the bounty of the Dark Mother, her gifts of love, opportunity, peace and prosperity, well-being and wisdom. It takes a strong soul to go through this test and into liberation that it delivers. But you are ready, dear initiate of the light. The Dark Goddess calls you to initiation when you've been working on your own shadow, bringing your whole self to life. During such times, we often need help, as shadow work can be uncomfortable, painful and quite difficult to undertake, as we're working with unconscious material, trying to bring it into the light of our conscious awareness. Working with the shadow, the parts of us that we've deemed unlovable, or the parts that seem too marvellous to actually be us, require courage. The Dark Goddess will call you into your own shadow when it needs healing and integration, when something within you is holding you back. Instead, if acknowledged, can be brought into the light of awareness. It could actually help you move forward. It kind of brings it straight back to the second card we pulled, yeah, which was the Snowflake Obsidian. Often the shadow element that needs integration when the Dark Goddess is present is power in some form or another. It may be personal power, spiritual power, or your relationship to power that needs to change for you to blossom and for life and its gifts to manifest more abundantly for you. Becoming more powerful does not mean gaining more force. More often for advanced souls, it actually means surrendering our will into alignment with greater forces of divine will. allowing us to consciously participate in the flow of life, sensing the signs and the nudges that lead us towards our greatest manifestation of the soul this lifetime. Often when we are reclaiming our power and defining for ourselves what it is to be powerful, we are confronted with fears of failure, of loss, abandonment, and rejection. It can be painful at times, but accepting and releasing the pain brings such relief and happiness to the self. It's good to confront these fears with a loving and firm approach and be open to taking risks in a growing way. This is what Isis, the dark goddess, teaches us, not to be afraid to go to those dark places and the difficult feelings within. They may seem ugly at first, yet if we allow ourselves to go there with some conscious awareness in place, we can realize that these parts of us just need love and acceptance. And those parts that we once reviled often blossom and turn into our greatest assets in a more conscious, helpful version of themselves. You need radical trust to do this inner work and take her initiation. The dark goddess will support and nurture you through her tests as she guides you to receive the gift of more of yourself. No longer shackled in fear and hidden away, but ready to be in the world with brightness and vigor. All right, there's a healing ritual here. It is reasonably long. Yeah, you do need a mirror. So you could do it with your phone. There's a mirror, if there's a mirror on your phone, yeah, because you've got to look at yourself. So you can just listen to this and then come back and do it again. It says, it's best to do this ritual either at night or in a room where you can pull down the blinds and curtains and create a darkened physical space in which to rest. It doesn't have to be pitch black, but limited lighting will support your ritual process. You will need a small mirror and enough light to just be able to see your reflection. Sit or lay quietly in a position that's comfortable, where you can be relaxed but still alert. Falling asleep can be quite healing, but the intention, at least, is to be responsive in this ritual healing process in a conscious state. Sitting quietly, take your awareness into your heart and feel the warmth and love there. And say aloud, just listen, yeah. I open in unconditional love to my whole self and ask for healing, grace, and protection from those divine energies that love me unconditionally. And lightly hold up the mirror and gaze at your reflection. Be comfortable and allow yourself to soften your gaze, but really seek to look within your own eyes from a place of love. You deserve this without question. And say to yourself in the mirror, I love you enough to meet the parts of you that have been hidden away in fear and shame, guilt or anger. I am not afraid of you. I am sorry for any time I have pulled back from you in fear. I am here with you now and I love you completely. I want you to feel whole and loved. You deserve to feel whole and loved. Will you let me love you in this way with the help of the goddess? Place the mirror down and close your eyes, going into your heart and listening for an answer. If you do not feel a yes within, then use the incantation at the end of this ritual and come back to this ritual again and again over the coming days and weeks until you do receive a yes from within your own being. Be patient, trusting and honest. When you are ready, this healing will happen far more quickly than if you're trying to make it happen before you're ready. If you do feel a yes from within, then continue with the ritual. If you are continuing, then say aloud 3 times, just listen, yeah. I call forth the dark goddess in her form of unconditional love, compassion, healing and support for my own spiritual growth now. I choose to enter your inner chamber for healing now. With your eyes closed, be aware of her presence in whatever way feels right for you, whether you just barely sense it or if it's very obvious to you. No matter how strongly you can recognize her presence, she will be with you in the most suitable way for you at that moment. Perceive that you're going within your heart into a dark, open space. Within that space is a doorway that leads to the inner chamber of the dark goddess. Imagine, sense or feel yourself stepping through the doorway and into the inner chamber. It is barely visible, but you can feel your way inside. Rest one hand on your heart and with the other hand, pick up the mirror again and hold holding it up to gaze softly at yourself, deep into your eyes, say, I love you. Please show me the parts of me that need to be brought to light now. Soften your gaze and let your free hand rest on your heart as you look deep into your own eyes. Just notice without fear or judgment whatever you may feel, think, or however you may respond to this loving attention. You may feel anger, shame, sadness, doubt, or deep grief. You may feel a flash of hatred or a deep feeling of anxiety. You may have many thoughts trying to distract you from really seeing yourself. All of these responses, any response, is fine. Keep your hand on your heart, stay calm and breathe. You don't have to understand, just stay with your heart and be loving enough of yourself to allow whatever wants to surface without believing it, disbelieving it, analysing or resisting it. Just experience it and then let it be in your heart again. And when you're ready, gaze deeply into your own eyes in the mirror and say, I love all parts of me. I let go of shame, guilt, rage, fear or anger that would hold me back now. I release trapped energy now that would help me move forward into wholeness through the unconditional love of the Dark Goddess. When you're ready, put the mirror down and close your eyes again. Perceive, sense or intend that you are moving further into the inner chamber of the Dark Goddess now, descending deeper than you ever thought you could go. It becomes so dark that you have no sense if there is endless space or not much space at all. It is just pure darkness, but it feels neutral and peaceful. And then you see a light. This light is beautiful and filled with love. Capture it in your hands and place it in your heart. Feel the warmth filling your heart as your awareness now returns completely to your physical body. When you're ready, just open your eyes. Wow, very powerful. All right. There's an incantation here. The most effective way is to place your hand on your heart, while repeating it. And it says, Sublime Isis, dark and sweet, through you my hidden self I meet. I honour this self and accept. No longer do I fear, shame or reject. You gift me with myself complete. Sublime Isis, dark and sweet. How amazing. Well, that's surely to help you release any emotions that are stuck, to bring you back into a sense of wholeness and to move forward. Even if it's partial at best. Yeah, absolutely going to help you release. All right. Let's have a look at the last one in your reading, which is divine justice. And as always, love to hear your feedback and your comments, about how this resonated with you. Are you ready? It says, so this is Archangel Shamiel it represents, which means he who sees God. This in itself describes the meaning of divine justice. To see God is to see perfection that exists in all things. Everything that exists in our universe, every single atom, is just a part of a perfectly synchronized dance. Whether we see it or not, everything in this universe and everything that occurs is occurring in perfect balance and order. Everything that happens to woman and mankind propels us forward. Even though certain events may be sad or painful, from a higher perspective, it is still a perfect and synchronized dance. It's when we stop seeing things as positives and negatives and see beyond them to a higher truth that we too may see God. Divine justice is about truly understanding the perfect order that exists both in life and in our lives. It's about seeing the deeper meaning that exists behind all events you have experienced and are experiencing. See how every event has taken you to where you need to be. See the patterns that have occurred in your life. Ultimately, and most importantly, see the part you've played in your life. The universe dances around and through your life, but how you respond makes up your experience. It's the time now for seeing deeper meaning behind your experiences and becoming responsible for your reality. It's the time for complete honesty with yourself. There is no such thing as action without consequence. For every action comes a reaction, whether it be to manifest something, experience love or loss, or simply learn a lesson, pleasant or painful. We are constantly creating our own reality through how we perceive life and how we choose to act in this world. It is not our responsibility to control how others act or what consequences they may or should experience. If we become clear within our minds, we are self-responsible, and if we speak and stand in our truth with complete clarity and honesty, we have already balanced the scales. Then we must hand things over to the universe and trust that the higher intelligence we call God will take care of the rest. Wow, it's kind of just a beautiful reminder that we always co-create our experiences. And within every challenge, no matter how challenging it is, there is a gift of a life lesson to help you correct your path, yeah, or get on the best course for you. Want to make wiser choices in life. Wow, beautiful guidance coming through. Absolutely try and take advantage, yeah, of this gorgeous Lionsgate energy, particularly useful for rebirth, transformation, ascension. Reach out if you want a personal reading with me, attuned to your own energy and circumstances. Links on this video, everything else is in the description box below. Much love to you. Love and light. Namaste.